guys remember your color coding? What do we start with when we color code our paragraphs? Elizabeth?
Yellow.
Yellow. What is a yellow sentence? What kind of a sentence is a yellow sentence?
It's telling you
But what the paragraph's going to be, and we call that a topic sentence. That's our topic sentence, okay? And then in every paragraph, we're supposed to have some blue sentences. Anybody remember what the blue sentences are about? Jordan? No? Alex?
Detail.
Not detail yet. Kira? Supporting sentences, okay? So they're going to be the main ideas that support the topic, right? The main ideas that support the topic. All right? And in a typical paragraph that we'd have you writing right now, you'd probably have 3 of them. And then each supporting sentence should have at least one, what do you got, Trevor? Detail. Daniel, can you put your pens down and tune in right here for a little bit? So there's our detail sentence. Each supporting sentence has a detail sentence. Could you have more details?
Yes.
Could you put 2 details with that? Could you put 2 details with that? Does it have to be the same number of details with each supporting sentence? No. Could you have more supporting sentences?
Yes.
Yeah, perhaps. But if you start getting too many supporting sentences, then you probably have another whole paragraph to write at some point, right? You'd be starting another paragraph. And then we finish with a red sentence. And what's our red sentence? Dylan?
Conclusion.
Concluding sentence, or conclusion, right. That kind of wraps it up. And it's going to look very similar to the topic sentence, right? But there'll always be something a little bit different about it that tells you that it's a conclusion, not a topic. And I've told you before that we never say the end at the end of something we've written. Why don't we ever use the words the end? What do you think, Olivia?
Well, if you put the right sentence, but really got a point.
Right, because this is telling you, your concluding sentence just told you it's concluded, it's done. Your sentence should have said that without you having to use the words the end. Okay? Today you guys are going to be working on a paragraph having to do with slogans. You guys have heard a lot of slogans out there. For example...
Oh, you have 2 behind the slogans.
That's fine. Slogans like... Not Logan's, slogans. Slogans like... Taco Bell has one. It says, live Moss. Live Moss. I want you to think about that for a second. Nike has one, just do it.
Yep.
Apple has one that says think different.
Jack in the Box has one.
What's theirs?
Think outside the box.
Think outside the box, okay. Outside Magazine has one I really like. It's called Live Bravely. Live Bravely. And then Lance Armstrong, even though he's gotten in some trouble, his slogan was good, which was... What was his slogan, Lance Armstrong's?
It was...
Anybody know?
First step for me.
No, Lance Armstrong, the bicyclist. He had one called Live Strong. Live Strong. Remember that? Live Strong. This was Live Strong. Here he is. Let's put...
I was going to say DC.
Who does? DC? The skateboarding company? What's theirs?
It's like alien. No, that's skateboard. It's like do work or something like that.
Yeah, almost every company has some kind of slogan, some kind of pitch that's supposed to motivate you to ultimately to buy their product. But a few of them have slogans that make you want to be a better person. Okay, that's really kind of the concept, is to be a better person. The American Cancer Society has one that's called Stand Up to Cancer. You guys seen the little slogan, Stand Up to Cancer?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't draw it, but Stand Up to Cancer. And this paragraph is about their slogan, Stand Up to Cancer. But if you look at it right now, it's all out of order. This is not the topic sentence. Okay, this is not the supporting sentence.
We can start with next.
Okay.
Right, with the...
What do you think? So this one says, diabetes is also a disease we should be concerned about. We're looking for a topic sentence here. Next, standing up to cancer means supporting researchers who are trying to find a cure. Somebody want to read this one for me? Christina?
I think you should live healthfully so that you're... Is that an R or an L?
You're less likely?
Less likely to get the disease.
Okay, somebody want to read this one? You got to be thinking about these because you're looking for the topic sentence right now. I need you to find the topic sentence. Samantha?
That's why I try to eat lots of organic fruits and vegetables. And I try to avoid
Processed.
processed food like
Okay, this one? Yes, sir?
Almost everyone knows someone who needs or
Encouraging.
words or helping hands.
Jordan?
The American Cancer Society says to stand up to
Cancer.
cancer, but what does that mean?
Okay, this one here, Callie?
Now that you know about it, how will you stand up to cancer?
And this one? How about Alex?
Most of all, standing up to cancer means
Encouraging.
those who have the disease not to give up.
And this one right here. Olivia?
Donating to the American Cancer Society is one way to do that.
All right, so we're looking for a topic sentence here. A topic sentence. Who thinks they see a topic sentence out of all those things? And we need to get it up here next to the topic sentence one, right? Kendra?
The American Cancer Society says to stand up to cancer, but what does that mean?
Okay, so you want this one up here at the top? All right, who'd like to come up? There's a topic sentence, and you're right. You're right, that's it. Okay, that's our topic. Notice we have one extra one here somewhere, and I don't know where it is, but one of them doesn't belong. We'll weed that out right now. But here's our topic sentence. Who thinks they can find the first supporting sentence? All you're going to do is you're going to come up and you're going to take what you think is the first supporting sentence. You can put it right there and move this one out of the way. Okay? All right? Topic sentence. Topic sentence. Who's got a topic sentence for us? Lizzie? Such a smart aleck. So you're saying it was already in the right spot?
Yeah.
I think it means to live healthily so that you're less likely to get the disease. That's our first supporting sentence. Okay, so who thinks they can find the detail that goes with that?
What if you think something else?
You think it's something else? Okay, what do you think?
Now that you know about it, how will you stand up?
So you think this ought to be a supporting sentence?
Yeah, because now that you know what.
That would be the conclusion.
Oh, right here. Sorry, my fault.
That's a conclusion sentence.
Yeah.
So we have the debate here. So you say it's a concluding sentence, you say it's a supporting sentence.
Oh, it's a conclusion.
Why do you think it's a concluding now?
Because it says now that you know like all about what they mean.
So now that you've heard the whole thing, you okay, so you want to move it down to the bottom? I'll get this one out of the way. All right, so she says that's nice, a little strong there. She says that's our concluding. Alex says that's our concluding as well. So, all right, we got our topic. We got a topic. We got our first supporting sentence. We got a concluding sentence. How about the detail that goes with this sentence? I think it means to live healthfully so that you're less likely to get the disease. Trevor, you see it? Take that other one out. Put it wherever there's a space, yeah. That's why I try to eat lots of organic fruits and vegetables, and I try to avoid processed food like Big Macs. So, you're saying this is a detail that has to do with living healthfully.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. How about the next supporting sentence? That's a sentence that supports this idea of what does it mean to stand up to cancer. Elijah, what do you think? Okay, he says, next, standing up to cancer means supporting researchers who are trying to find a cure. What are the key words in that that tells you that it's a supporting sentence for this idea? What are the key words? Edwin? Next tells you it's the next one, right? I think it means, there's the first one, and then next tells you it's another one, right? Is there any other word in here that tells you that it's a supporting sentence for that idea? What do you see? We're not there yet. We're still on this one. What in this sentence tells you it's a supporting idea? Elizabeth?
It's because it says stand up to cancer, like
That stands up to cancer. To stand up to cancer means to supporting researchers, and it says up the topic sentence to stand up to cancer.
So when it says, here it says means. Okay, we're talking about standing up to cancer means. What does it mean? I think it means, standing up to cancer means. So there's a relationship between this sentence and the beginning sentence, right? Between this sentence and the beginning sentence. Good. Okay, what about a detail to go with that? A detail to go with next, standing up to cancer means. Kendra, what do you see? Yeah, we're looking for this detail to go with next, standing up to cancer. We're looking for some detail about next. Standing up to cancer means supporting researchers who are trying to find a cure. She says donating to the American Cancer Society is one way to do that. Is that a detail that fits with this? You say no? You see something different? What do you think?
Most of all, standing up to cancer. I think that's a supporting sentence for the last thing.
You think it's a supporting sentence? You think it's a
Because
detail?
it goes with the other one.
It goes with which other one? This one? It says next, standing up to cancer means supporting researchers who are trying to find a cure. Most of all, standing up to cancer means encouraging those who have the disease not to give up. What in this sentence tells you it's about supporting researchers?
It says to find the disease, but not. Well,
But this is about people who have the disease. Is this about people who have the disease?
no.
This is about supporting researchers, right? So we need a detail that deals with supporting research on finding a cure. Does this one have to do with supporting research to find a cure? Does this one have to do with supporting research to find a cure?
Yes.
If you're donating to the American Cancer Society, are you supporting research to find a cure? Yeah, so this one goes with this one. Okay, so now what? What's our last supporting sentence here? Jordan? Jeremiah, you watching here, buddy? Drew, you watching here? Okay, and why is this a supporting sentence? What are the key words that tells you it's a supporting sentence? Callie?
It says most of all standing up to cancer means, and it has the means in it, and it says most of all.
We're back to this word means. So when we had mean here, what does it mean? It means this, it means this, and it means this, right? And then it has introductory words. This one starts with I think, this one is next, and this one is most of all. So introductory words tells you the order that they're in, and all three of them say means. Okay? So then that means this one has to go here. Almost everyone knows someone who needs our encouraging words or helping hands. Does that detail fit this? Everybody agree that detail fits this? Yes, it does. Okay? Now we have one that's up right. Where does this one go? Diabetes is also a disease.
But it doesn't.
I don't think that goes in there.
Why don't you think it goes in there?
Because diabetes aren't like cancer.
Because
Well, you could.
Tucker, what do you think?
Because diabetes aren't like cancer.
Diabetes is not cancer. It's something different, right? This paragraph is supposed to be about standing up to cancer. Does diabetes have anything to do with that? No. If we wanted to start a new paragraph and say something like, another disease that we need to pay attention to is diabetes, and then get into details about that, we could deal with that. But it's got to be a whole nother paragraph. All right. So, this one's out. Now you're going to do the same thing in a moment on your own. You're going to use this exact same paragraph, but then when you're done with that, I'm going to show you what I want you to do with your paragraph. Edwin is using his colored pencils to color-code his sentences now that he's got them all glued in. Jordan? You have yours all figured out?
Yes.
So now you're just color-coding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I just color in here?
Are you going to, you can highlight or you can just circle. It's up to you.
Can I just color
As long
in
as
here?
you demonstrate you know the color coding.
Okay.
That works. Some kids like to color code before they cut them out, which is not a bad strategy. Okay, now that we worked through a sample of the slogan paragraph, what it means to stand up to cancer. We're going to take a look at another one. You guys have several choices on your instructions. Who's got a piece of their instructions still there? Here's one. Okay? It says here, use the perfect paragraph formula to write your own paragraph about the meaning behind a given slogan, such as live bravely, and that comes from Outside Magazine. Be more awesome, that comes from Kid President. Live strong, that comes from the Armstrong Foundation or Lance Armstrong. Just do it, Nike. Live Moss, Taco Bell. Or think different, Apple computers. Okay? Each of those, even though they are simple words, they have really powerful meaning behind it. They're not simple meanings. Okay? Those are powerful ideas behind each of those. And if you know another one, you can talk to me about that privately, and I'll say yes or no to your individual ideas about other slogans that you're familiar with. Okay? Let's take an example how this would work. If you were going to use the Kid President one and use the same approach we just did on our sample, we would take this one right here. Look, it's already in yellow. Kid President says to be more awesome. Notice it's in quotation marks because it's his quoted slogan, right? And it starts the same way as the other one. But what does that mean? Could you also put this in your own words in another way? Yes, as long as you're getting off the same idea here that this is your topic. And so here's mine, Kid President. So now first I got to come up with a supporting sentence, right? And all I've done here is I started it. And it says, first of all, I think it means, and I would have to come up with what I think it means to be more awesome. Drew, are you watching here?
Yeah.
What would follow that? Kendra?
A detail supporting it.
A detail supporting this idea right here would come next, right?
It's backwards.
It's a green detail sentence. We have to write it. I haven't put a detail on there. I'm letting you decide that. But wait a minute. I think I would like to add a second detail, so I would maybe squeeze in another detail right under that as well, right? Okay, because I want to do a great job. I might need more than one detail to go with that supporting sentence. Okay? Next one. So I got to come up with another what? Conclusion already.
Supporting.
Okay, conclusion after just 5 more sentences.
Supporting.
Another supporting sentence. Another reason why. Or another sentence that shows what it means to be more awesome, right? So another way to be more awesome is, and I would continue with whatever I believe that means. Okay, you have to figure this out. Okay, and then of course I would need at least one detail to go with that. Correct? Right? One detail.
Those are the colors of
Could I put another detail if I wanted to?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to?
No.
No. Yeah, and now I got to have another supporting sentence. And your requirement for today's paragraph is that you have to have, gentlemen, you have to have 3 supporting sentences for your topic. So my last supporting sentence is finally, being awesome means, and notice what the key words are here.
Awesome.
Means, another way. These tell you that these are telling us reasons or ways to be more often, or more awesome, what it means to be awesome.
So you have to think
Okay?
of 3 things.
You have to come up with 3 ideas that support your concept here, your topic. Okay, you watching, bud? And then again, details. In this one, I'm going to have 2 details again. So in my case, I've decided I'm going to have, and you're going to decide this as you write, depends on what you want to say. I end up with 2 details, 1 detail, 2 details. Okay? That's fine. You have to have a minimum of how many details with each supporting sentence? What do you think, Daniel? How many details with each supporting sentence?
2.
A minimum of?
3.
A minimum of? With each one?
1.
3 of them with each one?
0.
0 with each one? That doesn't make sense. You guys aren't listening. What's the minimum number of detail sentences you have to have with each supporting sentence? Kira, thanks for raising your hand politely. 1. The minimum of 1. So I'm showing it to you right here. But I'm also telling you that you can have more than 1 detail with each one if you want. And then finally we finish with a conclusion. Here's our conclusion for this. Now that you know, let's be more awesome together. That's how I wrote my conclusion sentence. It's up to you to decide how you want your conclusion sentence to sound. Absolutely. Is your conclusion sentence going to sound a little bit like your topic sentence?
Yes.
yes, but it needs to make sure that it's just enough to show that this is the end, okay, without saying the word the end. You have a comment or a question that you wanted to add? No, okay. Your job is to pick one of those slogans and create a paragraph using that format, perfect paragraph format, about one of the slogans. If you are